Jonathan, how are you enjoying just making the most of an opportunity to get first team reps?
Oh, it's just good. You just gotta cherish every opportunity because if somebody doesn't perform, then they're gonna find somebody else. So if you ever have the opportunity to play a position, whether it's quarterback, center, linebacker, safety, punter, just any position on the field, you just gotta cherish that opportunity and grasp it with your hands and go with it.
And how would you assess how you've handled week one?
So far, I've handled it pretty well. I still got little aspects to work on, like when I get tired and, staying low and everything since I'm a bigger guy. But, overall, I think I've done it fairly well.
What sets you apart from some of the other guys out there competing for your spot?
Maybe my height, my length, athleticism, just, little characteristics. Maybe, they might be shorter, but they might have a little bit more leverage, but, I might have more range. So, it's just different categories, maybe not just one big thing, but, just little things.
How motivated have you been over the summer? 2 years in, and you got a lot of playing time as a freshman. Maybe took a step back as a sophomore, but how motivated are you to make it happen?
I'm very motivated because, you come in as a freshman and you start the very first game, so you feel like you're on top of the world, and then you come back the next year and you don't see very much playing time. So, that's like a realization, a hard way, and you realize, you have to come in, you have to work every year because they're always looking for somebody to replace you. That's just the way it is. So you just have to come to work and, you have to take what you want.
What are you aware of when you hear about all the talk about, there's talk out there about what conference A&M's might be in as a player? Obviously, you got parents, people tweet. What are you aware of?
We as a team, we don't focus in on that. Because whatever happens, that's not going to deal with anything that we have to do this year. We're just focusing on playing SMU September 4th and, just trying to win as many games as possible as we can win this season.
How about since you're in the backyard of the SEC, what can you tell your fellow players? Ask you something about the SEC. What can you tell them?
Well, it's just what we hear from guys like you. That's all we can tell them. We don't get involved with it. We're in the Big 12 right now, and that's all we worry about.
In the Twitter world, though, how hard is it to avoid? You guys are trending nationally now.
Yeah, and TextX retweets 2,000 things a minute.
That'd be me there, sir.
Right. So your timeline's full, but you read about it. It's hard not to know that it's going on, but right now we don't have much time to focus on anything else. But just trying to get better as a team every single day.
What is it like having grown up in SEC country, though? What is that like?
It's different. All my best friends and everything, they all went to LSU and Alabama and schools like that. So it's different. You go out of state, you go to a different conference. So, they like to talk a little trash, but it's all good.
Have they talked any trash in the past couple days?
Oh, no, they actually haven't, Yeah. They actually, I guess, they're focusing on school.
Everybody's a little busy right now.
Right.
You think this could help a Louisiana kid? Or A&M recruit Louisiana just like they've been able to do? Because now a kid could play in Texas and still play in the SEC, still play back home.
Yes, I think it could help. But I just feel like everybody should want to come to A&M. I feel as if it's the best university overall from every aspect in the world, So that's how I feel. But it will help, recruiting purposes. They could say, even though you come to Texas, 2 out of 4 years, if we did go to the SEC, you still get to play in your home state. So, yeah.
And then what about when you compete, the fact that you're still putting your arm around Donnie Baggs and trying to raise this guy up and make him a better football player? DeRuiter was talking about that. Just kind of take us through that.
Well, from D-line and linebackers, we're not going to play every single snap, the whole game, and play special teams. So, you're only as good as, your backup or the next guy next to you, because you're not going to make 100 tackles a game. And these offenses, they go fast tempo. So you also got to make sure he knows what he's doing, and you know what you're doing. And, it's just team camaraderie and brotherhood, and you just want to help out that person next to you.
Jonathan, you were talking about motivation. Did you get to see Von Miller's first game the other day? And seeing him on TV, is that their motivation for you?
We actually didn't get to see it. We were still in meetings, and I know they showed it on NFL Network at 10:30, but I was asleep already, so I didn't get to. But I'm sure it'll come back on TV again, and I'll DVR it and watch him play, and and take little aspects of what he's doing and how he's transitioned his game into the NFL, and and try to do some things like that.